everyone, Joshua Hanlon here back at Bricks Cascade in Portland, Oregon, and this is the massive Jurassic Park layout. These builders have brought this several years now, but they continue to expand and add new details and super fun parts of the display. So we're gonna go around and give you an updated tour of this whole layout, starting with our first builder here with this Volcano, which is always magnificent. If you wanna introduce yourself and tell us about this.
Sure, yeah. Hey, I'm Mark Corbel. I'm the chief volcanologist on the island. Not much has changed with the Volcano this year. There was minimal deaths. Like we've made it through another year, thankfully. But yeah, the lava flows continued, and we still have the goat situation down here where they're having a nice little snack, you know, kind of the revenge of the goat. Yeah. We've also got our little special hot tub over here, lava hot tub for all the guys that are doing hard work around that volcano, just making sure it's stable. And yes, it's completely stable, completely safe. You know, safety is our top priority. Like I said, minimal deaths, so please come visit us.
Yeah, and I saw some smoke rising out of it. You've got the lights inside there, so many fun elements here.
Totally. 45 feet of LEDs in there, all Bluetooth controlled. It's pretty fun. Mm-hmm. It's fun to let the kids press the little remote for the smoke when they come along. So.
As you've brought this to the show each year, how does that travel? Does that continue to travel well for you in the setup process?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. So it's like 9 full pieces, modular built, fits in my little Mazda 3, so, you know.
Okay, perfect. We'll love to see it back here. One of the cornerstones for sure of this whole layout, always very impressive, so thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a good one.
We'll keep moving on to our next builder. If you want to introduce yourself, and what do we have here?
Hi, my name is Dave Morgan, and mostly I know about Main Street, but this is a really cool build that Davey and Andy, they're twin brothers that have been involved with this since the start. Really cool build. I believe, if I remember correctly, the story is that they had a bunch of these test pieces or whatever there, and they got them either off here on the bulk, or they got them somewhere, and they said, what are we going to build with this? And they built it all in like 2 weeks, and it's really nice. I mean, the vibe is just lovely. It's great. We have all these vehicles. I think Ferg does most of these vehicles. He's been in videos in the past, and of course, foliage is a big part of the whole Jurassic Park build, which I love. But now, and this is great. I don't know. We had Kai, our lead, had done one of these in the past when he was still in school. He had a makerspace, and he did one. But this is like a set that you can buy. I don't know if it's Bricker Builds or who it is.
I think so. There's the tile there. Yeah,
but it's pretty cool. But now getting down to Main Street. This is always, we're kind of rotating stock. We don't have we basically have the same amount of space every year, but we do different builds. This is really cool. You guys have seen this before. This is a huge, what is this? This is like a restaurant type thing. We have one of the guys, actually Mark Crookshank, who was one of the LEGO Masters guys. He's an HVAC guy, and he looked at some of this stuff and he went, wow, this looks really accurate. So you gotta love stuff like that. That's a great thing.
The Tower of Bones is very nice.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know if JJ got those off of the wall, but yeah, that's awesome when you see a huge amount of stuff like that. And then, of course, we have all the... I saw this time. It's kind of like a dino parade. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool. And, of course, these are all Bob's. I'm sure everybody knows that. But Bob has, I don't know, he keeps buying more dinosaurs, and we never use them all. But then we have a number of buildings here. We have a theater. We have... I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's an arcade. We have a bookstore. We have a restaurant. This is a new build. This is a restroom that was modeled after something in the Jurassic World Evolution video game. And we got a dino coming out. I don't know about that. And then we have, a park control tower. I don't remember if this was here last year. This is a Ferg build. Ferg builds so many things, and he's a great builder. And then we have, of course, we need this. Oh, he's having some lunch there. We got a sausage with the dino.
The vehicles are here to try to put down the outbreak.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be successful with that, but I don't know.
What are some of the details back here? So you of course you can see the train kind of runs throughout it, but what are some of the landscape back there?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me talk about the trains. We have like 130 feet of monorail track this year, which is insane, and Daryl Clifford built all of that. And then we have train track going all the way around everywhere. But of course, yeah, we have foliage. We have big huge bins. People bring these like 56-quart bins of flowers, and we just start plopping them down. It takes us usually 2 full days to build them, and we always have a lot of people who aren't even involved with the collab that just come and help us put down foliage and stuff. And it's great. It's fun. I've made some really good friends a couple of years ago who I met through doing this, and now they're great friends, and we do stuff all the time. And of course, all the dinos everywhere, and vehicles scattered from Ferg that are cool. So it's just a fun build. It's a great group of people, and of course, when you have this much stuff, there's hundreds or thousands of dollars worth of parts that each person has. So you want to be trusting. I trust everybody in this. You can do whatever you want. You can move my stuff. I don't care. I trust you. And that's huge. So it's a great group of people. So I think that's about it for me. I was going to pass you to Davey.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go on to the next section here then. So if you want to introduce yourself and tell us what we have here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Ryan Van Duzer. I'm the resident paleontologist here at the island. I'm inspired by the paleontology work I get to do with the Burke Museum out in eastern Montana, digging up real dinosaurs, but I also love the opening scene to Jurassic Park, the dig site, just one of my favorite scenes. So inspired to try to make the velociraptor they're digging up there, the radar or sonar they shoot into the ground to show you the skeleton. Grant trying to scare the striped shirt kid with the raptor claw. Yeah, just totally inspired by the work I get to do, but also the movie. Just a lot of fun.
You got some real life tools included here.
Yeah, I brought my actual pick. That pick is dug up real dinosaurs in Jordan, Montana. It's funny, the place we go, Spielberg actually visited when he was getting ready to make Jurassic Park. So he came out to that area. That's where the first T-Rex was found. So it's a pretty famous location, yeah.
This is a really good time, I feel like, in the history of LEGO to be like a dinosaur skeleton fan. It seems like we've gotten multiple sets in recent years. So what are your thoughts on those?
I think it's awesome. I especially the new one, the big one, is incredible. So I just love to see it. I'd love to make a full-size one someday. I'm trying to talk them into doing that.
And I love the movement over in this section too.
Yeah, we got the helicopter comes down with Hammond. He's waiting in the RV, the Airstream. With the champagne pops. Yeah, it's great. Have some movement and stuff. It's awesome.
Perfect. Is that the end of your section
yeah,
then?
It is.
Okay,
Yep,
thank you.
thanks a lot.
Great work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And here we've got our next builder. What's your name?
Hey, my name's Davey. I'm a Jurassic Park ranger, and I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome back. This is year number 5 for Isla Chorizo Jurassic Park at Bricks Cascade.
Incredible work. Yeah, I was just seeing the updates you guys do every year, and just the scale of this as it's grown is amazing.
Yeah, so we actually started out, like I said, this is the 5th year. It started out as 6 base plates by 10 base plates, and it was the tour train right here that was displayed. That was kind of what started it all, was this right here. It ran on a civil oval, and that's all it did. And so now it's back. It's the same as it's always been. There's no changes, other than we've now had to figure out how to run extra motors to get it to pull all the way through, because it's such a large layout, almost nearly 600 plates versus 60. So it's grown so much, and it's just been so much fun.
Yeah. What are some of the details in this section here?
Yeah, so what's been fun is, as you've probably heard, we switched to mills and being able to connect our base plates a lot better, go below grade. We've got a river flowing through here now. We've got the Jurassic Tours River Tour, which is great. We didn't have things like that before as easily, but now we can do that. But having the variety of dinosaurs we can put over here just makes it tell a better story. And so you're looking at here a little bit of everybody's builds. I mean, that's somebody's vehicle on somebody else's base plate with somebody else's plants and Bob's dinosaur. Like, being able to mash everything up and get it all set up while we're here has been what's made this so much fun, because every single one of these plates that's touching each other has probably never touched that one before. So it's a different layout, a different configuration every time.
You mentioned the mills base plates there. For people who aren't familiar with that kind of system, explain a little bit of how that works and how that helps with kind of a large collaborative layout.
Absolutely. So we've gone to this modular system that allows, instead of just base plates touching each other or somehow overlapping, it's a base plate, a brick height, and then a plate height to get to that official height. So if you look at this river here, you can see it's got a shoreline, or you can look here at the side and you can see how that's created. This, and everyone has their own coloring on the corners, so we know whose plate it is. And by doing that, we're able to put things below, we're able to put things above without it being off level. And then it also allows for the track to be able to sit on a level, stable surface, because you can pin them together with Technic pins. And it's hugely parts intensive, but has made the layout so much better.
Yeah. Incredible. And the tower's looking very nice here. You got lights incorporated in there.
Yep, observation tower. Again, Daryl bringing that one. We like it. Anything you can do to add some height to bring people over, because this whole island is ours, and we want people to come over and check it out. So it's been good. We love it, and we love coming back to it every year. Like I said, year number 5, and it just keeps getting better. We've got ideas for the next one.
Nice. Anything else you want to tell us about before we move on to the next builder?
Oh, just want to give a special shout out to Dinosaur Bob. It all would not be without him. It started, like I said, all those years ago with Bob just saying, hey, I've got some more dinosaurs, let's set this up. And then, every year after year after year, he goes, I got more dinosaurs. So the one rule for building for Jurassic Park is don't bring dinosaurs, because Bob provides all of them. I would love to say we put all of his dinosaurs out, but this is probably only 2/3 of them. There's buckets and buckets of them we didn't even touch. So shout out to Dinosaur Bob. We really appreciate him making it all happen.
We've got the man right here. Thank you so much for that. So do you know how many dinosaurs you own now or in the layout?
No, not at all. No, I don't want to know. All I try to do is keep up with, I have enough so they can't say I'm out, because if I run out, I'll never hear the end of it.
That's on you. So you got to.
I'm the old dinosaur, so I can't let it run out. So
It's amazing what kind of draws you to collecting them, and what is it that kind of keeps you coming back every year?
it started about 10 years ago. We do a train show once a year. Our train club is there. We had a corner of the yard, and we had nothing going on with the curve of the train track. And so, what's going there? And they go, we have nothing. So I just put a few trees up, had a couple of those old dinosaurs, like 2 or 3 of them. I just sit in there. It looked kind of rinky-dinky, and but the kids really liked it. I'm going, we're onto something here. Yeah. So for the last several years, I kept trying to add a little more dinosaurs, and all of a sudden I got James involved, and we were wearing these suits at the one show, and Davey made the train track, and that's when it really took off. And then now you see what it is now, and about 6 or 7 years ago, we're at a Port Leg meeting, and I says, the buildings are, you guys build the buildings, the dinosaurs are expensive. I'm the one that buys all the stuff for Bricks Cascade. If I'm not finding sales, I'll buy all the dinosaurs.
Nice.
I'll buy the dinosaurs, and I just bring it. I have a whole bread rack full of dinosaurs. I just wheel it out of the back room. I set it right there, and they grab whatever they need to put anywhere. And I just walk away. So I don't do much, but just provide the dinosaurs.
Are you a dinosaur completionist? Do you own a copy of every dinosaur Lego has made?
Yes.
Nice.
Many. As you can see there's quite a few. Yeah. The Stegosauruses are new last year. I think I have like a dozen of those. So you can't have just one.
Well, awesome. Thank you for what you provide here. It's a great layout, so keep up the great work.
All right, thank you.
Yes. We'll move on now to our next builder. So if you want to introduce yourself and tell us about your section.
Yeah, hi, I'm Val. I am the InGen Veterinary Service Tech. So I am here overseeing the beach and making sure that the animals are all well protected as they make their way onto the island.
Okay. So what are some of the details that you have kind of in this specific section? Anything you want to point out?
Excellent. So some of my favorite details about the beach, this is definitely my favorite one here. Seagulls have come in for a snack, but the raptors are looking at the seagulls. What they don't know is up above, the pteranodons are looking up at the raptors. So it's kind of a snack inception, if you would. And then down over this way, I've built a couple homages to the original Jurassic Park. So I have a paleontology building for Alan to work out of. And then I've created a botany building for Ellie here that is designed off of the original visitor center.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So as we come along, we've got some mosasaurs racing, we've got a couple spinosaurs coming out of the water, and it looks like a new shipment is coming in of dinosaurs.
I know. I love the kind of entrance gates here and just kind of how fortified it all feels, even though there are dinosaurs running everywhere.
They are everywhere. This is their island. We are merely guests and spectators for what they have going on. But we do try to make sure that things are safe and structured, especially for our workers. That's where our head maintenance technician, Kai, comes into place. He is making sure everything is secured and locked down.
Perfect. We'll hear from him next then. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So if you want to introduce yourself.
Of course. Hello, I'm Kai. I'm the head maintenance technician here at Jurassic Park, and I'll talk to you about our lovely employee facilities we have here. So here you see is our lovely fenced-in safe employee area. The only people who are safe are the employees. When you sign the waiver to come to the park, you sign away all of your money when you die to us. So we got to keep the employees safe because they didn't sign that waiver.
That's how you fund this layout every year.
It is. Yeah, that's exactly how we fund all of it. But back here we have our airstrip to get all of our supplies in and out. We have our own dedicated emergency shelter for our employees, so we treat them very well. No complaints there. We have our own supply lines. We're building a new building in the back there. That'll be our new command center, so that'll be really cool. And then we have our lovely ranger station here, and this is one of our newer containment units. So they'll go out, capture dinosaurs, take them out of our area, and put it in the rest of the park.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I love that, and even the subtle details like the kind of roadways here with like the brick built lettering, everything adds to the overall feel.
Oh yeah, the roads, we have many roads. All of them lead to nowhere, but they get us around. That's the best part, and they're very, very well kept. Oh yeah. If you want to look at this is this year's layout. This is what we started with. So every year we have a new one. This one's a little bit different. It was set up for a different spot in the hall, but we got moved last minute. But you know, it's just okay. It's fine. We pivot, but that's what we start out with, and all this green area is what we get filled in with dinosaurs and plants and all that. So
did each square represent a base plate
yeah.
here?
So this is from a program called Blue Brick, which is used a lot for train layouts, and since we have trains, it made sense to use. And so each square is indeed a base plate. So like the Volcano is 5x6, so you know that can make it so it's more easy to figure out where stuff can go and where it will fit, and we have enough space. So it's lovely.
So you guys keep coming back each year, more and more details. Any plans for the future? Anything big that you have in the works? Maybe for next year at this point?
Yeah, next year we're gonna have some new stuff for sure. Maybe some more water. When you go over to the kiddie park over here with Christopher, our head of the kiddie park manager, he's going to talk more about all of that. But we have more water coming. We were trying to make it so there's a ring of water around the entire island.
Oh.
Yeah. This year, it is all mills. I don't know if anybody said that, but everything is mills, which is a great achievement for us.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's a lot of parts.
It is a lot of
have you ever tried to estimate the number of parts in the whole layout?
We have, and we've come to more than one. That is our official answer from corporate, is that more than one piece has been used. For sure.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll pass you off here to Christopher. He is our head of he's the head kiddie park manager.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much here. So we've got Christopher with us. Why don't you tell us about your section?
I'm Christopher Clifford, and I'm the kiddie park manager. So in kiddie park, we need our egg scrambler, of course, it's basically a teacup ride. Then you got your Gentle Giants petting zoo, and roller coaster with the hot dog going to the dinosaur's mouth, and fleet of velociraptors, and T-Rex eating the car, because why not?
It looks like you might need maintenance on the roller coaster there.
Yeah. Might need a truck to head over there. And
there you go. And then what's this section over here?
this is the opening of the kiddie park. It's the Jurassic Park kiddie park. So you got your hot dog cart, your line of people trying to get the hot dogs, petting, like whatever, the playground.
Yeah.
Some telescopes.
I love the signage on the roller coaster and the hot dog theme. I just noticed that. A lot of hot dogs around here.
Yeah, I like that too. It gives a nice theme for the ride.
What are some of your favorite minifigs or little details throughout this part of the layout?
I like the looks like Bob guy and the chicken, the guy with the chicken, the king for some reason. You got your another looks like Bob being hung on a zip line, and then your Indominus trying to eat the monorail, and yeah.
Yeah. This is super fun, so I'm glad you were able to be involved here and help continue to expand the layout. So very cool. Any favorite details over here next to the volcano?
I like the T-Rex being eaten by the goats, little twist, and looks like that car ain't living another day because they're coming for him.
Okay, great work, thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to Kai. Yes, here we go. So do you know a total number of builders for this whole layout?
So this year it's about 12, if we include all the helpers that we had and all that. It's been really cool this year. We've expanded a lot. Usually we take out tables in the middle because we won't have enough space or we won't have enough builds. But this year we had more than enough builds to fill it, and it's all mills, which is a crazy thing to me. So, next year it'll be even better, for sure.
And this whole layout has a lot of movement with the trains
Yeah.
and various parts of the layout. So how does that work throughout the convention? Does that tend to keep up?
For the most part, we have in the past had problems where things break or don't work as well, and there are always kinks for us when it comes to those movement pieces, just like a GBC.
Yeah.
It's a very good analog of a GBC, just in Jurassic Park. But as we're going along, we're thinking of ways to try and improve that. Maybe going aftermarket motors so that it'll last longer and that we don't have connection problems and stuff like that. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the future, for sure.
Yeah. I think this is a really unique thing that you guys have made a tradition here at this show, and just kind of a marquee display that I know we look forward to, and I think a lot of the public does as well.
Oh yeah, I personally, and I know everybody else looks forward to doing this every year. We have a Discord where we talk about it and we figure out what we're doing and how we plan it all. And it's just year long. We're just like, hey, look at this and look at that, and it's like, oh, I saw this great T-shirt at the store. It's the best. The people we do it with is the best.
Yeah,
it's for sure. So.
Perfect. Keep up the great work, and thank you so much to you and all of the builders involved here for their amazing work. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for showing it off to everybody else and letting them enjoy it as well.